Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In today's video, we're gonna keep working with evaluations in MLflow. In today's example, I'm going to show you how to use the interface to compare multiple models or multiple runs. So first, for this example, I'm going to create this list of, let's say, estimators. Each number here in this list represents the number of estimators for my random forest classifier. So here I'm going to iterate over those numbers and create a random forest classifier specifying as number of estimators the number that I am specifying here. So basically what I'm doing here is to create a different random forest classifier every time. Then I train the model. And finally, I save the model in a dictionary so that I can access the model later. Now, to log the model, I'm going to use nested runs. First, I'm going to create a parent run, which is going to be like my container for the child runs, or the runs under which I will log my scikit-learn model and also run the evaluation. So here I am creating my parent run, right? Now I'm going to iterate over the dictionary of models and log each one of those models, as well as performing the evaluation here. So as you can see here, I am specifying as parent run ID the ID of the parent run, and nested equals true to indicate that I want each one of these runs to be a child of this parent run. Then here I'm going to log the model using the scikit-learn flavor because I am using scikit-learn, and logging a parameter called n-estimators, a number of estimators, which represent each one of these numbers. Now finally here I am performing my evaluation for each one of these models. So let me run this. Well, I already run this. I'm just going to show you the result now because this can take maybe a couple of minutes. So here I have my nested run. We have all these runs, and we can see this also in this tab evaluation. I can select each one of these runs and click on compare. Now here we can get like multiple graphs or plots. Let's say that, for example, I want to have something like this. I am interested in observing how the accuracy score changes with the number of estimators. And as you can see here, it looks like 30 estimators is the optimal number for this classifier to get the maximum accuracy score. But let's say that I am interested in F1 score, for example. Well, it's still 30. Okay, so you can get this kind of plots, maybe also a bots plot. You can get something like this. So you can compare like the multiple runs in a very, let's say, well, graphical way. Now here you can also notice the differences between the runs. So for example, you can see all the metrics that MLflow calculated for each one of the runs in a tabular, let's say, format. So you can easily, let's say, compare the numbers and see that, hey, for the 30, I'm getting the best, let's say, metrics, the best metric values, as you can see here. And finally, MLflow also allows you to compare artifacts. In this case, we have too many artifacts or too many runs to compare, so that's why it's not very easy to see here. But let's say, for example, that if I go to evaluation, and let's say that I want to compare only two. If I go to compare here, okay, it's still not working. Let me see. Okay, now you can see like the plots, the charts. You can notice the differences between them. But maybe this is not, let's say, very useful when you have too many runs to compare. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching it and see you next time.